Hello everybody, welcome to this episode of Coffee Breaks with Brie. As you have seen in the title, this is a much different video than I normally film for my channel. This is not a coffee review, I'm sorry, and this is not really a review at all. It's kind of a review, but also like not really a review, I guess. We are here today to kind of talk about a passion of mine and something that I really enjoy doing outside of YouTube and everyday life. So for those of you who have me on social media and of course know me in personal life, know that I am a writer. I am a self-published author right now on Amazon KDP. When I first started writing and looking to self-publish, I had no idea where to go. I had to do a lot of research. And yes, some people might agree that KDP is great and it's a really good spot for self-published authors to get their work out. But some people also might say, absolutely not, don't use KDP. I have seen two different sides of that. I've also seen that with other self-publishing sites and companies as well. Some people really like them, and then you always have the people, of course, who don't like them. So for me, I've been using KDP since the beginning. It's very user-friendly, and I just found that as somebody who was kind of starting out, trying to get their writing out there, it was just something that was really easy, so I signed up for KDP, and here we are making this video. 3, almost 4 books later. Back in August of 2024, I had been working on this novella. I actually had it in my Google Docs for years, and it kind of just started out as a quick little prologue, and then I never went any further. It just kind of sat there. And one day I was like, you know what? I kind of want to write again. I felt like my passion for writing had kind of taken a step back when, I started my YouTube channel and I was doing a lot more with coffee reviews and things like that. And then of course I got my dream job of being a preschool teacher, and I'd been working in schools and stuff like that, so it kind of had to take a back seat. Also, getting a master's degree and going through education in that sense was a lot of work as well. So again, writing, publishing took a back seat. But it had always been something I was passionate about and wanted to kind of share more with the world and more with you guys. Now, as it goes with everything, I was terrified, guys. I was terrified to take my writing that I loved and enjoyed so much and put it out there for people to see, because just like YouTube, you never know how someone is going to react to your stuff. You're going to get negative comments. You're going to get negative reviews. I've had plenty on YouTube. I've seen friends post about them. Plenty of people get the negativity. So when I first went into this and decided I'm going to self-publish my books, I knew that negativity and constructive criticism will follow, and that's okay. Again, because this is a self-publishing journey, I have not gone through an editor or a publisher. I've kind of done all the book work myself. I wrote it, I did all the editing, I created the covers by myself and taught myself how to do it. So that's where we are. And I'm going to introduce you guys to my current writings, my novellas, and the novel that I'm working on. So let's get into it. So again, back in August 2024, I had this giant piece of writing, and I finally finished it. I made edits, I designed a cover, and I went on Amazon KDP, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna publish this book. I'm gonna self-publish it, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. This book is near and dear to my heart, and it still means a lot to me. Again, back in August 2024, I self-published a novella called Echoes from the Dark Forest, and I know it's super bright here by my window, so I apologize. So this is Echoes from the Dark Forest. Now, if you were to go on Amazon.com right now and search for this book, it's going to look different. Recently, I was looking at the cover. I really like it. This was kind of my first, go around of making my own cover for a book. but I kind of got bored of it. I wanted something a little more pizzazz, something that stood out a little more. So I actually changed this cover to this one right here. So if you will go on Amazon and you're searching for Echoes from the Dark Forest, this is what the new cover will look like. So if you're gonna purchase it, this is the one you want. Of course, it still has my name on it. Of course, it is still under my Amazon author account, but this is what the new cover looks like. If you're interested in reading Echoes from the Dark Forest, read the little blurb on the back of my book just to kind of tell you guys a little more about it and see if it's something that you're definitely interested in reading. If you know me in my own personal life too, as you will learn if you read my stories, I absolutely love fantasy, dark fantasy, witches, warlocks, magic, all that stuff. So if you're interested in Echoes from the Dark Forest, again, new cover, basically it's a story about witches, paranormal, magic, and survival. Honestly, it's about this girl, Elia. You gotta take the journey with her and see what she has to overcome, because it's a little scary and a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. If I were her, I think I would have been like, yeah, I'm all set. But she was pretty brave and she did what she had to do. So if you're interested in checking out Echoes from the Dark Forest, this is available on Amazon.com. You can just search right in the search bar, Echoes from the Dark Forest. The new cover will pop up for this book. It is available in all formats, Kindle, paperback, and hardcover. Right now I'm holding the hardcover. If you decide to check out Echoes from the Dark Forest, make sure you go back to my Amazon account after and you do leave a review, because it does kind of help me hearing about your opinion of the book, what you thought of it, and then it also helps other people who might want to check out the book as well. So after self-publishing my novella, Echoes from the Dark Forest, and seeing how well it did, I probably sold about 90 copies, I believe, up to this point, which was really exciting. And the support that I had from friends and family and strangers all around the world was crazy. I was really surprised that it kind of took off like it did. So I got excited. It got the gears going again, and I was like, you know what? Let's keep writing. It's who I am. Let's just keep doing it, right? Why would you stop? From that point on, I decided I wanted to write a series. Yes, a series. Never done this before. And this series focuses on 5 different points of view, which was a little crazy for me to do, I'm gonna be honest. There were times where I was writing and I was like, okay, who said that? Hold on, go back and read that. The editing was like intense. Again, doing it all myself, I think I was going crazy at one point, but it's fine because we're here now and we're making this video and we're proud and we're talking about it. Currently, I have 2 novellas out for this series. All 3 books in the series are novellas. So the first one is actually called Where Shadows Bloom. This whole series itself as well is called Petals in the Dark. This is glossy, so it's a little shimmery. So the series itself is called Petals in the Dark. And the book for this series, this novella, the first book, I call it book 1, is Where Shadows Bloom. This one is a little bit longer than Echoes from the Dark Forest. And Echoes from the Dark Forest is a standalone novella. It has nothing to do with this series. 3 books I'm going to tell you about all go together within a series. Echoes, its own separate entity. So I had a lot of fun writing this one, honestly. Like, I say that with all of them, but this one was really cool because I focused mainly on Bloom and Decay. And I mentioned that in the beginning of the video because fantasy, writing about witches, cottagecore, all that stuff was kind of where I really put my focus in for this series. So this series has 5 POVs. The first book, Where Shadows Bloom, follows 2 characters, Ivy and Ashen. And basically these 2 characters are meeting in a dream. And they are not even supposed to be dreaming about each other. They're not supposed to be talking to one another. They're not supposed to be using each other's magic, okay? This is like forbidden. You don't do this. Ivy is a witch of bloom, and you have Ashen, who is a warlock of decay. So those 2 are, they shouldn't even be doing this. They shouldn't even be talking to each other. They shouldn't even be looking at each other, but enemies to lovers, we got a little romance, forbidden love, secrets, things like that. Where Shadows Bloom is a fantasy novella, book 1 in my Petals in the Dark series. So this novella is 2 POVs out of the 5 throughout the series. If you're interested in reading Where Shadows Bloom, of course it is available on my Amazon.com account. All you have to do is search Where Shadows Bloom. You will see this exact cover on there. Click on it. It's available in all formats. All of my books are available in all formats: Kindle, paperback, and hardcover. Before we talk about book number 2, I'm gonna read you guys the blurb on the back so you kind of get more of an idea of what the story is about rather than me just kind of spilling out a couple little things here. Then you'll kind of understand more so what the story is about and if you're interested in checking it out. Of course, Where Shadows Bloom is book 1 in the Petals in the Dark series. I was like, you know what, let's keep it going. Let's work hard on book 2 and get it out there. For the people who had already purchased book 1, I knew they were waiting, and I was like, all right, I'll sit down at my computer and get it going. So since I'm a teacher in the summer, I do have summers off, so it was nice. I've had a lot of free time, and I really sat down and just like wrote for days and weeks on end. So book number 2 in the Petals in the Dark series is called Threaded in Thorn. Now this story again follows 2 out of those 5 POVs. This story follows a character named Fenric, who is on the Decay side, and it also follows a character named Rowan, who is also on the Decay side. There's some secrets about Rowan. I'm not going to give them away, but there's some secrets about her that you'll find out when you read it. Threaded in Thorn is also a little spicy. It's a little spicy, just like Where Shadows Bloom. You're gonna learn about Fenric. You're gonna learn about his life. You're gonna learn about Rowan and her secrets, and there's a lot of weight that these characters carry in this series. They got a lot of secrets. They got a lot. And of course, if we flip it over on the back, this blurb is much longer than a blurb. It's like a whole chunk here. I'm actually currently working on finishing the 3rd novella in my series. So I do have a copy just to kind of see what it would look like when it was printed. That's something that I, as a self-published author, highly suggest if you're someone who's looking to self-publish and you're creating your own stuff and you want to know what it looks like before it comes out, because trust me, sometimes you'll get it and be like, that's not what I thought. So you want to make sure that you're checking your stuff over through and through. So I just finished the 3rd novella in the series. Yay, Petals in the Dark series. This is the 3rd novella, the last book in the series here. And this one basically just follows one point of view. So the 3rd novella, I will show you. It's a little bit of a work in progress, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna do it anyways. This is actually a paper copy of the book. The rest of them are all hardcover, and those are official copies. This one is just the one I got, the proof, if you will, just to check it out and see if I really liked how it looked. The 3rd novella is actually going to be called Woven from Wildflowers. It is coming out September 2025, so this video is going up in August of 2025. Get ready, because in September this book will be out, this novella will be out for you. It will be available in all formats, in Kindle, hardcover, and paperback as well. So I'm the kind of person, like, I really like hardcover books, and I feel like all my books have to be hardcover, unless it's wicked expensive. If it's really expensive, it's gonna be paperback, but honestly, there's just something about a hardcover book, you know what I mean? Like, It just has more integrity, and I think that's why I like it more. So Woven from Wildflowers is going to be book 3 in the Petals in the Dark series. This story follows one character named Sorrel, and you basically see all the crazy stuff that's been happening. You see it all from Sorrel's perspective. You learn a lot about her in the beginning. You learn really who she is, what she stands for, where she comes from, and you learn a lot about her powers. And as does she, which is really cool. As an individual, she has a lot of growth throughout the book. And then it's really cool to see how far she's come to the end of the novella, along with all the other characters. This thing is ready on KDP. It is sitting there, and it will be out September 2025. So get yourselves ready. And you guys will be able to purchase all of them together, which is really, really cool. My cat's also meowing, so I apologize. What are you doing? Do you want to come say hi? Oh, I think she does. You want to come say hi? This is my cat, Lacey. She's definitely made an appearance in some of my videos way back when I used to film really in my house all the time, but for the foreseeable future, as of right now, I am only publishing on Amazon KDP. All of my books currently are available through Amazon. If you search up any of the titles, Echoes from the Dark Forest, Where Shadows Bloom, Threaded in Thorn, those will all come up for you on Amazon. Woven from Wildflowers will be available on Amazon, but not until September 2025. So if you're seeing this video beforehand, just get ready and get excited, because that one will be out in September. If you're seeing this after September, then you will be able to go right to Amazon and find all 3 books for the series. All of the books that I have written, that I have stacked right here, these are actually all novellas. I've never really written a novel. And one, I think it's because a lot of these stories that I've written, I feel like they all just kind of, they were novellas. They were born to be novellas. I'm currently working on a novel. Yay! Okay. I'm working on a novel right now. I'm not gonna give too much information about it, but hopefully in the next year or 2, that novel will be ready to go. I will make it available on Amazon, but I'm also looking to push this one out a little bit. Writing is just one of my escapes. It's always been a great way for me to kind of step away, disassociate, if you will, from the world around me, and kind of just create my own fantasy world where I get to kind of just like not focus on the stress and the struggles of everyday life. If you've watched my video this far, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I know this was a longer video than I normally post, but it was something I really wanted to talk about and let you guys know more about me in that sense, in that passion, hobby, outside of the YouTube world, even though this is a YouTube video. You know what I mean? Like, that's something separate I do than just make the YouTube videos. If you are looking to check out any of my novellas, you can go right to Amazon, search those titles up, search my name, and yeah, take a look, see what you're interested in. If you do purchase them and you enjoyed them, go ahead and leave me a review on Amazon. It really helps me understand more about what people like, what they're looking for, and it also helps other readers who are searching for more stories and more books as well. Thank you so much for staying with me and watching this video. There will be more coffee breaks to come. There will be more review videos coming. I gotta go hang out with Lacey for a bit because she really doesn't, she's tired of hearing me talk. She's like, yeah, I've heard you talk about these books a million times. So I'm gonna go let Lacey go outside for a little bit. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit that little red subscribe button down below. Come join my YouTube fam. Come hang out for more videos coming in the future, and I will see you guys next time.